Game number 3 in this best of 5. But I want to point out, while I don't know if this is the last one. Oops, nope, sorry, that's wrong. While I don't know if this is the last one, this is potentially the last one. The currently on match point is our player here in the top left corner of the map. One loss and he's done for. In the semifinals for the Team Liquid Red Bull map making competition, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Yonghwa, the blue Protoss, playing from Incredible Miracle, or for Incredible Miracle, I should say. And of course, his opponent in the upper right. It looks like a bunch of Asian, but it is the Red Zerg player, or no, the Red Protoss player from Yo Flash Wolves, San. And the big question is going to be, can he close this out 3-0? Again, just off of courtesy, because I'm imagining people have not seen this map today. Maybe some of you are just tuning here at the end. Quick update, this is for the Red Bull Team Liquid map making competition. If you have no idea, none of these maps are maps you've ever seen before. They're brand new, they're made, they're tailored for this event. And of course, none of the players have got to see them either prior to today. But quick zoom out and a quick tour around the map. We have a gold base directly located to the side of the main base, but of course it's a little further away and harder to connect to. Not to mention there's this very awful spot where if you try and take that nexus, it's going to be very exposed. If you take that base early, you're just going to be asking for trouble, and I think it's kind of almost this bait in the middle of the map. Oh, I did not notice this earlier. There's an Ultralisk impaled on scientific technical gear. That's kind of neat. I guess. I don't know. Disgusting at the same time. Anyway, zooming back out. Coming down here on the sides. It kind of reminds you of the natural. I gotta tell you, this really reminds me of Derelict Watcher. Like, just put a little doohickey here with the map on it. Coming down here, though, the third base, very exposed, very wide, but a bit safer than that gold base. Double ramps leading into it, but of course you can take a lot of positioning here to get to the fourth and guard your third and fourth equally well. There's a back hallway on both sides of the map that wrap around outside of the base and come into a rock tower that you can knock down if you're really scared about that being an open pathway. And of course, last but not least, there's a watchtower in the central portion of the map and a lot of really open, really nice engage area. And it's Habitation Station. Big shout out goes to the guy who went with the aesthetics of this map. I think it's really cool. I love the incorporation of jungle and this sort of star station type feel. Like, it's obviously a Protoss ship of some kind, but you've incorporated a lot of jungle and biome type doodads, whatever they're officially called, but they look cool. But hopefully, again, this is not it. We're going to hope that Yonghwa can bring this back, because, of course, this is the semifinals, which means winner of this will go on to fight Parting in the grand finals to see who can qualify, who gets that spot to the Red Bull Battlegrounds in New York City. And I just want to give some context, guys. Like, there was 8 qualifiers for this, 4 North American, 4 international that were offline. I mean, players had to jump through hoops to already try and qualify. The fact that these guys kind of get the spot for testing the maps, a bit of a reward, a small cash prize to go hand in hand with this, I think is pretty fantastic. And you know what? I spent all freaking day wondering what that prize pool is. I know it's posted on Team Liquid, so I'm just going to take a moment here in the early game to go check that out real quick, because this is bugging the crap out of me. Is it not in the thread? I guess it's not in the thread. Okay, so the TL map contest thread talks about the formats and all that, but doesn't actually have the prize pool listed. Someone told me earlier today it was like 500 for first. I don't know if that's true. I cannot confirm that. But I do know there's some small monetary compensation, as well as the fact that whoever's got the best map is going to get some money too. Like, the map creators themselves are just as much a part of this competition as well as the players. And I really wish I had taken time to shout out the players more often, or the map makers more often. I won't go through the big list of shout outs like I did in game 1. But the guy who made this map, Habitation Station, is Sidian the Bard. And I really like the aesthetics of this map. So I got to give that guy some love, because I think the nice thing about, like, you take a look at, let's say Belshire, right? First couple times you see it, it's cool. But, this is normal game speed. Let's speed this up. I was wondering, did I accidentally hit a button that did that? I guess, whatever. Hashtag replay problems. For those who don't know, by the way, you're just tuning in, this is in fact a replay. I won't try and hide that fact from you, but this is live replays, so to speak. Like, as the games finish, the admins are feeding me the replays. We got to cast one semifinals live, and we had to choose the other for replays. You guys in chat voted for the Parting vs. Hero live, so we gave that to you. Sadly, couldn't catch this one live, so we're just trying to catch up with it as is. Stargate now coming down out of Sun. But of course, these sentries have to deal with the Mothership Core. We'll drive it back right away. There are some situations, by the way, where if you get in there with quick enough with a mothership core, you can pick off like 2 or 5 probes, depending on your opponent's control, and then recall out without losing your mothership core. I've seen this happen several times, especially most recently in the Home Story Cup Korean qualifiers. It's really funny to watch because the mothership core is the last thing on the field you'd expect to do a lot of damage. I did miss first blood, but we'll pretend I didn't, and we'll do it again here in a moment. I still stand by this, Phoenixes. I really think hallucinated units should be able to do damage to other hallucinated units because I want to see hallucination wars one of these days, but sadly I don't think that's going to come anytime soon. Pylon going down. Okay. We'll pretend the probe is associated with the pylon, right? This is an extension of its life. It built it. Its creation. Its legacy. So.
First blood.
Sorry about that, dudes. Anyways, Yonghwa taking his expansion, but so is San. San's actually got his up and running, so he's in a pretty good spot going here into the mid game. Blink is on the way though for Yonghwa. San's actually going a completely different tech path this time. Blink is pretty cool. I think Blink beats Robo a lot of the times, but not Robo and Stargate. I want to just say, like, build order wise, Yonghwa's looking really strong, but you can never count San out. Big references last game. He should have been down and out after that big stalker hit came in, knocked down his Nexus, but was still able to somehow, as if by magic, turn it around. So, our Red Zerg, or our Red Protoss player, if he's got some Immortals in play, I think he'll be okay. He's got really good control, that much is for certain. I don't know if he's going to really be able to out-tech his opponent like he could last game, though. That advantage is certainly not going to be there when coming up against Blink. Blink is this really nice thing that kind of blanketly covers everything. If your Blink control is good, you're going to handle Immortals no problem. You know, that aggressive Blink on top of them, focus them down. If you're dealing with Archons, you blink away. I mean, like, Blink is just this nice, general, safe opening, I feel. But Oracle going to try and find its way in here. If it baits on an overcharge, it'll be a nice enough, but looks like Yonghwa with a lot of stalkers outside the base of San. San sees this thanks to the Observer, but there's only one Immortal. Ugh. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. Big Blink to take it out immediately, but doesn't want to fight on top of the overcharge. Of course, the overcharge does a lot of damage. A lot of people forget this, and it's got some massive range. You can't even blink outside of the range, so does lose one of his stalkers to this. The Oracle, on the other hand, on the other side of the map is killed 2, 3, 4, 5. Can it get 6? 6! It gets 6 workers before going down. But Yonghwa still putting on the pressure, coming in, blinking, picking off a sentry, picking off a pylon, doing what he can to keep his opponent limited. But 2 Immortals now in play. This is getting less scary for San. 2 Immortals still can't really contend with Blink most of the time, but if he gets 3 and he can start one-shotting the stalkers, that's when San pretty much wins this home field engagement. On top of the mothership core, even better. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Control Shift O hides it. Fantastic. Thank you, Ali 634. But okay, we do have Zal's getting sniped off for free here. Really unfortunately. Well, I guess there's no point in me doing that now. You guys all know what's up. It's not like I'm trying to be sneaky anyways. I mean, I straight up told you, because I don't want anyone to be misled about this, but it's still a good game that no one's gotten to see yet. Yonghwa is poised outside of the base. Again, still with so many Blink Stalkers, 18 to the 3, but there are 3 Immortals and a Mothership Core. Oh, did he? No, he didn't lose. He's got the Overcharge available. He can blink on top of the Immortals, but the Immortals will one-shot the Stalkers, essentially one-volley them, so to speak. Mothership Core of Yonghwa is going to go down. He's going to lose that high ground vision advantage. Going to pick off one of the Immortals. Big blink forward aggressively, but San has a 4th one, a 3rd one, actually now just a 2nd one. 1 Immortal left standing. Big blink from Yonghwa. Going to take out everything. If he walks up to the main, he won't have to deal with the overcharge. Stalkers coming in for San, but is it going to be enough? I don't know if he can stop this monstrosity. Big warp in of more Stalkers behind us, not bringing them to the fight just yet, however. Going to try and depower the gateways. Make sure that resources and reinforcements are limited. Yonghwa looking really good right now. Overcharge going to keep some of the Stalkers out of the base, but oh, choosing to disengage. I kind of wish he had pressed the advantage there. Okay. Well, this is this is the match point for him. I can understand playing safe, but that was a lot of damage he just achieved. And coming back in here, another big blink forward, but Blink's perhaps a little bit wrong. Yonghwa suddenly looking to be in some trouble as the 2nd overcharge goes up on the Nexus. San is going to beat this back. I thought Yonghwa had this for a moment there, but okay. Not to put too much on him. I'm not going to try and call him out. Oracle coming out now, going to go across the field once again. Nothing here to defend. Big Chronos going off on the gateways, trying to get more reinforcements in here ASAP as Yonghwa knows, I think he's on a bit of a clock. Oh, but this Observer going to give him the vision to blink into the main, but he messes it up. You need 4 stalkers, 2 won't cut it. And Yonghwa's going to try and get out. Oh no, Yonghwa. Okay, so a little bit of miscontrol there. Not the biggest deal in the world, but that limits his ability to go behind the mineral lines and to pick off probes. Big thing, of course, stalkers for them, one-shot probes, no problem. You blink around, you dance a bit, have some fun, GG. But, oh, losing the Observer, now he can't blink over. Gonna try and pull some split tactics here, but the split was supposed to be so he could jump into the main. He can't do that anymore. He doesn't have the vision, and Yonghwa's getting his strategy just shut down. Forced to take a big fight, I feel. Gonna lose some. Oh, losing so many probes at home. Another desperate situation where he's going to lose a lot of workers and force him to go for that all-in, to force him to take that fight, but he's given San so much time to recover. There are 2 Immortals with his army. The Zealots are coming in to try and buffer for the Stalkers. Will the blink be enough? San does not have his own blink. He cannot micro-pass this. The Zealots are going to make enough room for the Stalkers to blink forward, but there's no way for them to focus down the Immortals. There's too many Stalkers from San. 3 Immortals now going to start one volleying down the Stalkers. Crazy blink micro going off right now. APM spiking through the roof for both these players, but good game is called. And Yonghwa will take a loss. Looks like San will take it 3-0, folks, in the semifinals. So you will see San versus Parting tomorrow in the finals for the Team Liquid Red Bull map making competition. And I was right. Heyoka giving me the update. First place tomorrow will get $500. Second and third will split $250. Well, each get $250. So at the very least, both San and Parting have secured some dollar bills. I guess we'll have CJ Antishiro and Yonghwa play it out third place. Third and fourth place, actually. Oh, I was mistaken. No, sorry. Let me reread that. First place is the qualifying and the trip paid to go to the Red Bull Battleground. Second place is $500. Third and fourth is $250. So Yonghwa and CJ Antishiro have made $250. Looks like tomorrow will be the big battle. See who gets $500. Not a bad consolation prize, but first place will be paid for and a big trip to the Red Bull Battlegrounds as they qualify. So that's going to be pretty cool. I am going to run some ads to end the broadcast, but as always, I will give some shout out and some love to our subscribers. For those who don't know, at the end of every broadcast, we give a shout out to subscribers. We don't have sponsors at Base Rate TV. I wish we did, but for now, we got to give some love to our subscribers because they're the closest damn thing we have. So I'm going to run some ads while I boot up my laptop, pull up the subscriber list. If you want to hear your name shouted out for some love, stick around. Big shout out goes out to the people on Twitter. You guys are really active today. Chat was fantastic. I'm really sad I couldn't keep up with it. But 4,000 of you blew my mind. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching this last set of ads. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed your day, and I hope I was a good enough caster for you. I hope to see you guys in the future.